Guys, so Saturday afternoon, I just got done cutting a tree down in my front yard. It was like a hell tree. It was like 5 trees, holly trees, a cedar bush, like all wrapped together through the telephone wires. And I only took 1 wire down, but that's what the telephone company gets for ignoring my last 5 phone calls about trimming that tree. But don't worry, I climbed the pole, I put the wire back. I don't think anybody lost their internet or telephone connection. But let's do our pigeon update today, all right? So we got some news, whole bunch of stuff going on. So let's start with that, all right? My red check Jansen and white Muleman eggs, they're due to hatch tomorrow, and you can actually see, let me see if I can aim the light. They're starting to pip and starting to come through. So tomorrow morning we should have some babies. The Deverants are scheduled to hatch sometime next week. I don't remember exactly. I got it in my my calendar book, and I moved some of my white hens into here because I'm not breeding them anymore. We're done. Actually, we'll talk about that later. Let me go update in the other loft. Here we'll I got these 2 babies. The white one is from my Muleman hen that is in the other loft. This one was hatched by my blue check Jansen, and my blue bar Jansen with white flights is the one over here. So I think we're getting a blue bar there. I didn't see any white flights. It doesn't look like a check at this point. So another blue bar, and I'm happy about that. That's banded. I've got my Mussolinis on their 3rd round. This is round 2 from them. These guys are getting big, and I got to clean in here. It's been a hell of a week. But round 3, I just candled these before, and they're fertilized, and they look really good. My Dijkstra down here, or Dijkstra, with the other Mussolini hen. The 2 babies hatched, and I just banded them today. I don't want to get them hurt, so let's stop, but they're looking good. And then here's the one down here. This one's mother is the blue check golden matins, and the father was white. So we're getting, I don't know what color this is, but this bird's going to be really cool looking. So we'll see when it's fully feathered. But I'm really excited to see what it looks like. I mean, it's got like a little bit of everything in there. There's, I don't know what you would call this, grizzle or grizzle with dark flights. I couldn't tell you, but you guys let me know what you think this color's going to be, and we'll watch it as it grows. And then I've got 2 little guys up here that are going to be white. They're banded. They're getting bigger, and I'm really excited. So, all right, so let's go back into the other loft. We're doing a little back and forth here, but that's okay. So we'll head back over there, and we'll talk a little more. We're back in here. The baby tail owls, they got moved over today, actually about 20 minutes ago. And I had a problem with the older tail owl that was in here. He was really going after them. It was pretty bad, and I didn't want them to get hurt. So I took him out. I put him back in the other loft. He's in timeout. And if he can behave, he can come back in here, and he's going to get to go out with the other birds. And if he comes back in and he can't behave, he's just going to turn into a prisoner with the breeders, and that's it. Because I don't want him hurting, birds that I just bred. So he's out of here for now, and these are them. I believe, I was told, I don't know if this is correct or not, but I was told if they have a black tail, it's a male. And if they have a brown tail, it's a female. And this one has the brown, and this one has the black. So who knows? But, they're doing good. The other birds are leaving them alone, so everything's fine. It was just that one tail owl was really going after them. And, he's a bit older. He's maybe 3-4 months old. He was never flown and given to me to use as a dropper and loft train here. But like I said, if he's not going to behave and he's going to start picking on my young birds, my better birds, he's going to get out of here. But, this little things, this is going to happen, but hopefully they cool it. He was being much worse than that. That was timid compared to the way he was acting. So hopefully these guys will be all right. I'm gonna keep checking on them today. I think they'll be okay. But all right, let's talk about another topic. Oh, what I said before with that, I was done breeding the white ones, and I moved 2 of the hens in here to split up the pairs because I didn't want them to just keep laying eggs and me taking the eggs away. So I pulled the 2 hens out. I put them here. I still have 2 pairs of white birds in that other loft that are raising some babies that I slipped some eggs under. So when they're done and those young birds are out and in here, they're gonna get split up too. But I actually decided that I'm going to be rehoming my white homers. I do feel a little sad about it. I didn't have them very long. Maybe I got them in September, so it's only been 4 months or so. And I know that, you know, guys like to, you know, cull birds to make room and do all kinds of stuff like that, which I'm not against in any way. You know, like you guys know, we have the chickens and stuff, and I've had to make some hard decisions with those and do the deed myself. But I couldn't bring myself to do that to these white homers because it's my fault. It's not their fault. It's not that they're bad birds. They're giving me bad babies. They're not giving me any babies. You know, I bought them because when I got them, I wasn't sure how to go about getting better birds. So I found somebody selling them online, and I didn't pay a lot of money for them, but I bought them and I learned a lot from them. And I had a really good time flying them and learning and everything, but I don't have all the space in the world. So I need to be very selective about what I'm going to bring in, especially if I'm going to be racing. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be racing birds. So I have to be extremely selective over what's coming in and what's going out. And that's what I need to do. So luckily, a friend of mine who I got the turkeys from, he's got a farm about 40 minutes west of here. He's got sheep, he's got goats, he's got chickens, turkeys. He's got a nice piece of property and a lot of land. And when I was first looking to get in the pigeons, I had texted him and asked if he knew anybody with pigeons that would sell me a few. And he didn't, but he told me that in the past he had pigeons and he would love to get back into it one day. So I texted him the other day and I asked him if he would want my white homers, and that, you know, they were loft flown here, never road trained, so they would need to be prisoners. But you know, they're paired up, they're on lights, they're breeding. I told him, you know, you can start breeding them immediately and, you know, have some young birds by the end of spring that you can fly around your farm and have some fun with. And he was so happy. He told me that he's already got a chicken coop that was changed to a pigeon loft, and he's got the space and he's got the time and he would love it. And you know, I told him just let them finish breeding or raising the birds I've got them sitting on. Give me 2-3 weeks and they're yours. And he couldn't be happier. So they're going to go to a good home. They're going to be bred. The babies are going to fly and he's going to enjoy them. And that was, you know, he even offered to pay for them. And I told him no, because I said, you keep your money, you know, just give them a good home. You know, don't do anything dumb with them. Just give them a good home, because you know, I bought them with the intentions of giving them a good home, and then my plans changed, and that is not their fault. I will never cull an animal for that. No way. So I would have kept them and just not gotten as many birds before I culled them with the situation the way it was. So I'm really pleased that he's going to take them. He's going to give them a good home. And I've been to his place. I went there to pick up the turkeys, and he's got a beautiful setup, and they're going to be really happy over there. He's got the chicken coop he's got is big, so if he's got it, part of it, or a different one as a loft, I know it's not going to be a small setup. They're going to have plenty of room, and he's going to do everything right. I told him, you know, put a light in there, and you know, keep the same times that I've got my lights on, and he's going to start breeding new birds right off the bat, and he's going to be flying by the end of the spring. And who knows, you know, these white birds were like a gateway drug for me back into pigeons, from when I was a kid and, you know, growing up doing it with my grandfather. So maybe it's going to be like a gateway thing for him, and he's going to want to get into racing. And if he does, I'll pay it forward. Probably by that point, I'll have some better birds, and you know, right now I only have 6 pairs of quality racers. So I will, maybe by then when he does it, I'll have a little more, and I'll be able to give him a few better birds, the same way that, you know, Silvio and my other friend John did for me. They each gave me some birds, and Sheriff Loft over in Staten Island, they gave me a few birds. So I plan on paying that forward, and I feel like my white homers would be a good way for this guy to get into it and, you know, learn how to breed, learn how to do everything. And, you know, I plan on helping him and, you know, sharing all the information that I've picked up from you guys and through my friends. And I'm going to pay it forward. So I've got 7 white homers going to him. There's 4 cocks and 3 hens. So he's going to have 1 extra cock, but the 3 hens and the 3 cocks are already paired up together. So he's not going to have any problems. And, yeah, we'll go from there. And he, like I said, he's going to pick them up in 2 or 3 weeks, and they're going to have a good new home and give me a bunch more space that I can bring in some newer birds, or if any of my young birds are good birds that, you know, are doing really well, maybe I want to pull them out of the races and make them breeders. Or at the end of the year, if they did well for me, I can just, you know, keep them and breed them or fly them next year in old birds. But yeah, I just wanted to make some room here because I don't have a lot to spare, and I need to just be selective. I need to take this with a quality over quantity approach, and I need room to do that. So best case scenario. But all right, guys, this is your Saturday update, and hope you're having a good weekend so far. It's pretty nice out, the weather, especially in New Jersey. Cooler than yesterday, but it's nice. I've been able to get a lot of stuff done, and look for a little later this evening around 5:30. I'm gonna come in here to feed the young birds, and I'll post a short about them trapping because they're getting real good now. So all right, guys, take it easy. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk soon.